Hello everybody, today I'll be preparing cashew apples, and this is one of the most famous recipes in India. These cashew apples are really tasty and really good to prepare. What I'm going to do is in a mixer jar I'm going to add about 1 cup of cashew nuts, and I'm just going to pulse it twice and I'm going to grind it. I did add about 2 cups of cashew nuts for this recipe. I've added 1 cup at a time and I powdered them. And once it's finely powdered, I'm going to start preparing a sugar syrup, and then I'm going to add the cashew nut powder to it, and I'm going to start preparing the apples. Now, in a heavy bottom wok, I've added the sugar and some water. That's about half a cup of water. For 2 cups of cashew powder, I've taken 1 cup of sugar, and I've added water, and along with that I've added some cardamom flavoring, and I'm just going to give this a good stir and bring it to a nice consistency wherein I can add the cashew nut powder. Now I'm also going to add yellow food coloring. The food coloring which I added did not show up that much, so I did add extra food coloring to it. As you can see, as we are preparing the recipe, I'll show you what are the changes I did. Now the sugar consistency has come to 1 string consistency. At this point I'm just going to go ahead and add the cashew nut powder, and I'm just going to start mixing this. I do not like the color consistency, so what I did was I added 2 tablespoons of milk, and then I mixed some food coloring and I added that to the cashew nut mixture. If you wish to, you can definitely go ahead and add some ghee to this, but I do not prefer to add any oil or ghee because the cashew nut is already having a lot of oil content in it, so I just left it as it is. And as you can see, I did add the extra food coloring with some milk, and I kept on stirring this vigorously till the cashew nut mixture started to leave to the sides of the pan and it started to form a ball consistency. I kept on stirring this, and the main part is it should not stick to your fingers. If it sticks to your fingers, you cannot form any shapes. So now once I finished stirring that, I removed it from heat, and as you can see, while the mixture is still warm, I'm starting to form the balls, and it should be nice and tight. So when you're forming the balls, it should not be loose. Make sure it's nice and tight while you're forming the balls, and you reserve it. Allow it to cool completely. Then we are going to start coloring them with some orange color. Now once I finish forming the balls, I'm just going to go ahead and start coloring them. So now, as you can see, the food color is mixed with a little bit of sugar syrup, and I've added about 1/4 teaspoon of orange food coloring. We also need cloves, a paintbrush, and a skewer. Now I'm just going to skew on this cashew nut balls, and I'm just going to start painting them with the food coloring which I prepared earlier. You can add liquid food coloring as it is. What I prefer is to add a little bit of sugar syrup, so that's why I reserved about 1/4 teaspoon of sugar syrup earlier. Now I'm just going to start painting them, and this turned out really good. Once you finish painting them, you can go ahead and serve them. The recipe in detail is on my blog. Blog link will be posted in the description box below this video, and you can also visit me on my Facebook fan page for regular updates, and you can subscribe to me for this channel. Do like this channel and post your comments. I do have the same recipe posted in my native language, which is Tamil. I'll post the link in the description box below this video. As you can see, I finished painting this and I finished shading this. The yellow color is a natural shade, and the orange shading gives it a good effect, an apple effect, I would say. And now I'm just going to top this with the clove on top and serve it up. So do try this for Diwali and post your comments. I'll see you soon with the next recipe. Until then, thanks for watching, friends. Bye bye.